Welcome to the 2026 Dialogue, a masterclass series by the HR Association of India. I'm Neha Jagnani, and today we are diving into a perspective that is redefining how finance function operates, evolve, and create value in a rapidly changing world. Our theme for the session today is from reporting to predicting, building the intelligent finance function in the age of AI. To explore this shift, we are joined by Mr. Venugopal Rao Pendyala. Mr. Venugopal is a group CFO at Autoline Industries Limited with over 3 decades of experience in finance, manufacturing, engineering, transformation, and Industry 4.0 initiatives. He specializes in integrating finance with technology and operations to drive EBITDA growth and organizational performance. He's also a DBA scholar focused on AI led finance transformation and also a qualified independent director from IICA. Venugopal, thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Neha, for a short introduction, and at the same time, happy to be here. And I think thanks for having you on HRA webinar on the topic. Very interesting topic here. This now AI can be a bane or boon for the industries. So I could see the way you see that perspective. It's going to be, but most of the places I could see AI really making a huge difference, and it's helping everyone and industries to move forward. Over to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Looking forward to this exciting masterclass, Mr. Venugopal. So my first question to you is, finance team have traditionally focused on reporting the past. What is stopping most organizations from truly moving towards predicting a future?
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, what I could see is the finance area digitalization at the same time doing the things faster way, going away from manual activities. It's actually making a huge difference. From that perspective, AI can be a huge advantage to the finance domain, where it can change the future scenario in a much faster way. And a lot of digitalization is quite possible. Like you can say generative AI, agentic AI, and if really you like to have something like a P&L, uh, means virtual P&Ls, you can call it as. Otherwise, it's noted fact that you need not share the company P&L for the listed companies onto the AI domain. So that's already it's made it very pretty clear. But otherwise, it's really going to make a huge difference from the artificial intelligence point of view. And there are several tools are available which makes your life lot simpler and which definitely give a good direction to the all CFOs, finance leaders to make things possible in a much faster way what it was in the past.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. Beautifully put. I think you started with a point saying that now you're going away from doing the manual activities, and AI has been a huge help. So thank you so much for that. AI is definitely a great support in today's time in different functions, but finance, specifically in terms of predicting the future, AI is going to be a huge boost. So thank you so much for that. My next question, Venu, is you have led digital and finance transformations before. So where do you see AI creating the biggest, and the real impact in finance today, whether it's efficiency, insights, or decision making?
Yeah, actually, AI is creating value across efficiency and insights point of view. If you see, but the real transformation is in decision making itself.
Right.
So the biggest constraint is not the technology; it's the discipline. So most organizations are still struggling with fragmented data, inconsistent processes, and delayed reporting cycles.
Sure.
AI needs clean, real-time data, but many finance functions are still reconciling yesterday's numbers. So the shift to prediction doesn't fail because of lack of tools, but because the foundation is not strong enough. In simple terms, if report is weak, prediction cannot be strong. So automation reduces effort, analytics gives visibility, but AI starts answering, what should we do next? That's where finance moves from being a reporting function to strategic partner. So reports are plenty. It's run into good number of pages. But ultimately, inferences and reports help you to do a PDCA cycle, means plan, do, check, and as well as take actions. And when you take action, the stakeholders, whoever are there actually going to use your reports, should be able to analyze and as well as it should give you a proper direction towards what actions to be taken, whether those reports useful to them or not, and which report is going to make a huge difference for the day-to-day activities or short-term activities or maybe monthly closings.
Oh,
So there are several tools available in AI for the finance functions, which are really going to help every organization and especially finance leaders. The
sure,
real impact is when decisions around pricing, working capital, or capacity are influenced proactively. So these are really going to make a huge difference.
sure.
These are going to be the industry specific as well. Like in a typical industry which I am in now, auto ancillary, wherein uh, working capital is going to play a major role, where customer demand is huge. Customer expects your working capital has to be quite aggressive so that their delivery schedules are protected. So from that perspective, if you see, AI actually give you a predictive working capital model, which will help you. And when you are using a enterprise resource planning environment, it can be Oracle manufacturing, it can be a SAP HANA as under its advanced version. So there, when you are really going to run the MRP run cycle, integrating that with the AI will really tell you when to buy what is the minimum order quantity you need to buy, and at the same time, there are integrations also. We have seen Sarah business to whom you have to give at lower cost, you'll be able to plan so that you will be able to do the cost savings. So there are several different type of advantages are there. So out of that, I just shared a few.
Sure, sure. Definitely, very well articulated, sir. To start with, you said decision is critical. How you use data, how you present those data, to enable AI that eventually makes decisions for you. It is quite fascinating how the function has now evolved from being just a reporting functions to the strategic partner. So while AI can be used to its best benefits, it's important that you have that discipline. And of course, everything depends, uh, everything is industry specific. But to be able to use that AI to your best benefit and to be able to have that discipline, whether it is PDCA cycle, whether it is reporting that data, whether it is stakeholders which are aligned to those data in terms of making the decisions, it becomes very, very critical. So thank you so much for that. My next question, Mr. Venu, is many finance professionals are strong in numbers, but not in data science. What is that one capability that they must build to stay relevant in AI-driven world?
Uh, See, this is the most critical capability is not coding actually. It's data interpretation with business context. Because every business context is different. The numbers which you see, how we are going to utilize those numbers from the business context is the most important aspect, which every finance professional they face it as a challenge. But once you start reading the numbers from the business context point of view, it becomes a lot more easier. And when a data coming from the business warehousing, it's a mammoth data. You will have, say, several variant jet tables in the SAP HANA, and several type of queries are there. How really you are going to utilize that in the business context? Here, actually, AI makes a huge difference. So, finance professional must learn to ask the right questions of data, not just generate reports. Understanding patterns, connecting financial outcomes with operational drivers, that's a real skill. The close, the way you go very close to operations, understand the criticality, what is important at that point of time. A financial analyst, in the sense, should get attached to the operations and understand actually what is real significance of those numbers from the business context point of view. Because everyone role is different. A operation person typically, if you see, his job is to, at the end of the day, meeting customer requirement. At the same time, it is important also for him to do proper all the activities so that inventory control can happen. But finance can play huge role in this context to facilitating them the variance analysis. It can be a daily variance analysis, it can be weekly, it can be fortnightly, monthly. Definitely, variance analysis play a major role. So, what I sometime back said is understanding patterns, how actually things moves, and financial outcomes with operational drivers. That's the real skill for the finance professional.
Sure.
In the AI world, those who can translate data into business decisions will stay relevant. When it is possible, you have a report. Report needs analysis. If you will be able to analyze that particular report data, then what is the data significance, and which data actually really going to help to finally give a business decision. We need to understand as a finance professional what is the data which is really going to make sense to the operations. Not everything. Even you can use the root cause analysis approach, you can use a Pareto analysis approach. And once you start understanding the data, you can go for the 5 analysis with the people who are really connected with the data. So that's actually the translating data into the business decisions, we stay relevant. So a finance professional must understand he is not seeing the numbers. He is actually seeing the numbers which are actually going to change the business context. And the numbers which are there, the decisions which are taken through those numbers, the reports which are going to get generated, business actually going to take a decisions on it, because they are going to be mostly use these numbers, thinking that these are the ones which are outcomes coming from the system, and finance person has analyzed it and given them to take a decision which is going to be a useful for them for the business.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much. Beautifully put. So, data interpretation with business context becomes the key. No matter at what level you are, if you think about the larger picture, that's when you'll be able to meet those goals. And that's how finance can become a strategic partner, not just as a reporting function. So, connecting your numbers with the business is the key, is what my understanding of this. So, thank you so much. Moving on to the next question, which is, as AI starts influencing finance decisions, how should CFOs balance data driven insights with experience and business intuition?
A very good question. Intuition, uh, the word itself is very different. So AI should inform decisions, not replace judgment, right? So data gives patterns, but experience gives context. In many situations, especially in volatile environments, numbers don't capture the full picture.
Right.
The best decisions come when AI insights are combined with business understanding and leadership intuition. Intuition is equally important. It is not AI versus human judgment. It is AI plus human judgment. Because once you have the data or any judgment coming from the AI, it needs to be seen from the context point of view. The refinement is also equally required. You need to humanize it, asking right question from the business context. Because every business is completely different. So the contextual point, coupling with AI, intelligently you can do it, quite fast you do it. What is going to be take good number of days, sometimes months also, you can convert that into the hours or maybe minutes. I'll give you one simple example, like GST reconciliation softwares. Coupling with AI, what my company used to take is 5 to 6 days of GST reconciliation. Still, the people who are part of the system are not confident enough about the accuracy of the data. When we started using the reconciliation software, again AI integration, within 4 to 5 hours, I'll be able to get the complete reconciliation and at the same time, several others which are there, which are really helping us to send the confirmation to various vendors and other things where they defaulted. So these aspects actually made a huge difference for us. And what we felt it as a number of days is coming to hours. So insights are combined with business understanding and at the same time leadership intuition is really you need to balance. And that's a way what we are talking about, balancing AI with intuition.
Beautifully put, Mr. Venu. So you said data gives pattern, but it's the experience that gives the context to it. And without experience, without intuition, data will just be pure numbers. So it's that combinations that does the real magic here. And beautiful example of the GST reconciliation where technology and AI has helped, teams to become way more efficient than how it was done
Yeah.
before. So thank you so much for bringing your insights and clarity to this conversation, Venu. I think today's dialogue was really powerful and has reminded us that finance lies not just in reporting the past, but in predicting what is next and enabling that faster and smarter decision making. So thank you so much for your insights today.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Neha. Thanks for having me on your this HRA.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.